Oh my mind, don't know how to fix this. Alright, so, wow, super close. Hi you guys, welcome to another episode of the Ableton book. Today we're gonna be talking about the subject on pitch rotation. It's quite similar to what we were talking about last time, which is the time shifting, but they're completely two different methods, obviously. So I don't want to confuse you guys. I will do my own example because there's no way I can use the example from the book. So that's what we'll be doing later on, because now I need to go out. Like, I really need to go out and just have a breather. Yours truly haven't been out for 2 weeks besides getting food and going to the gym. I was just super focusing on mixing the track and finishing another track and all the other family business stuff, so that I can still buy food and more sneakers. Right, so I will come back and continue the video. I have a feeling this video is going to be a little bit longer. I'll try to keep it as short as possible, but I think it's really important materials, and I really hope you guys will get the method. I think it's really, really useful whenever you have writer's block, or you are starting a brand new project. You don't know how to, like, basically how to start. These are very useful methods, so I really, really hope I can do a good job on explaining it and and help you. So I will see you in a bit. Grab some water or some drinks. Hi you guys, sorry about yesterday. I ended up just went shopping. I needed it. I needed a little bit of the retail therapy because mixing has been driving me a banana. So we're gonna talk about pitch rotation today. I don't want you guys to get confused with the time shifting that we talked about last week. So as usual, I will do my own example because we can't use the example on the book. I'm going to read a little bit of the definition and then we're gonna jump right into the example. Pitch rotation. Pitch rotation is a process whereby the rhythm of a passage of notes is retained, but the pitches from the passage are shifted to the right or left in time. Basically, so you have a set of notes. Instead of starting from here, for the time shifting, you just change your starting time, right? But for pitch rotation, you keep the rhythm. So if the rhythm is, let's say, ta 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 ta, so it's all eighth notes, your next version of it needs to be also the same pattern, which is ta 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 ta, right? However, the notes, we need to change them. So we will move to the right, maybe 3 notes different. The book called it pitches. I got confused at first. I was like, pitches as in like that? But from my understanding, it's your next pitch. So, and the example actually indicates that that's what that means. So just remember to keep the same rhythm but rotate the pitches. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys the example that I made for you. I try to keep everything as simple and precise as possible. You guys already know how I like to do things because simple way, that means it's a good explanation. I live by that philosophy. So, however, I show my example to him and I asked him, do you think it's simple? And he said, no, it's too complicated. So, I don't know. But the book is even more complex. So just keep that in mind, that I might have put too many notes on the example. I'll explain it along the way, so just don't worry. Now just focus on measure 1. Only this measure, okay? Ignore this part for now. So this measure, if you're curious, it sounds like this. Warning, it sounds very like a melody that made by a baby, but you will see when we evolve this very basic, simple melody, it will sound amazing. Okay, you get the idea. It's super simple. Basically, I literally just program it in. That's why you can see all the values are the same. So now this is the important part. We have a set of notes and we have this rhythm. When you pay really close attention, you will see I retain the rhythm on both sides. The rhythms are the same. However, the notes are different. See, we have the first note. It's this one, right? This is A. And on the second measure, this one is an E flat. Let's go back to the first measure. Where is the E flat? It's on 1E. So this is 1E and A, right? And then 2E and A. Oops, my arm's covering the screen. So I move 1, 2, 3. 3 pitch to the right. And now we start from here. On the original, just focus on this column, we have only 2 notes. On here, we have only 2 notes. This part, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see what I'm doing? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, because this notes, I drag it over a little bit. So that's how you do it. Oh, wait, I gotta show you. So this is what it sounds like on our second measure. And together, it sounds like this. Okay, this note obviously is too high, so we can change it. Or we can change different instrument. You can do whatever you like. The main point is, now you have a different set of melody line. That's kinda similar to the first one, but different. Method. Alright, so obviously I pick a very simple sound, or else it's gonna get really muddy with all the reverbs and delays, and you guys know how I like my sound to be super multi-layer kind of thing. But for the demonstration's sake, I told myself I need to keep it as simple as possible. So I hope you guys learned something on our first method. On to the second one. Another example the book gives is, just think about it like overlay. So we have our original melody, right? Copy the whole thing and move it couple beat after or before, and move the whole set up or down. So this method, obviously it works. However, you need to be careful about the harmony, because sometimes if you just stack notes together, they might create dissonance. Nothing wrong with dissonance if it's intentional, but if it's wrong, it sounds bad. So just watch out if you need to add sharps or flats, which means move that particular note up or down. So what I usually do is I will, again, choose a key. In this case, I choose G minor and find out all the key signature first before you do anything to the track. So my method is, you guys know I don't know any harmony before Berkeley, so anything that I learn about harmony is through music school. So if I can learn it, anybody could learn it. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. So usually I will go to the major scale, which will be the G major. In G major, we have one sharp, which is the F sharp. How do I know that? Because we need to remember all the key signature in harmony 1. Oh my god, the sweet harmony 1 days. What is harmony? You know what I mean? But once you push through it, everything will be much easier and faster. So one sharp in the key of G major, and you make it into a minor. Now here's something I want you guys to look up. What is the formula to make a minor scale? That's right, this is the first time I quiz you guys. When you find out, just, you know, write me a comment. Just write it. That's gonna be fun. It's very easy. It only takes a little Google, then you find the answer. Oh, great. It doesn't work because I kind of have to tell you the note. Do I have to? Well, I'll tell you there are only 2 flats in G minor, but you still have to find out which 2 flats those 2 notes are. Okay, so basically now we have all the correct notes, right? So when we move the notes, or when we rotate the notes, we can double check if the notes are correct or not. This one is called overlay. So basically, this is our original melody, right? Then what I did was I copy the whole thing and move to the second measure, right? Obviously it's not the same, because some of the notes, after I move it up and move it to the right a little bit, some of the notes, they are not in the G minor scale, so I have to change some of them. But basically, now these are all the right notes. And the reason why we start from 2.2, I hope you guys can see it. Right. So I started from 2.2 to the end of 3. It's not because we have one extra section here. It's not. If you see closely, this part and this part, they're the same. So I basically move it all the way further. So some notes are different, but you can see these four are still the same. You can still see part of the shape here. Right, now I need to show you what it sounds like. So I have to change the instrument because the first instrument I chose is monophonic. So obviously it's not gonna work when you layer more than just one note incidence in one time zone. Right, so let's hear what it sounds like now. Careful with the start point, always make sure this is where you want to start. Totally different. I might change some of the notes if I end up using this as a seed to create another track. I might change some of the beginning. Yeah, but I do like the vibe in the back. I thought it was super triumphic. Triumphic? Is that a word? I don't know. That's it. That's overlay. If you're confused, maybe take a screenshot of this and map out each note. And map out each notes from this section as well. And see which notes I've changed. The only way you can learn new things is by doing it. So I want you guys to, work a little bit. Alright. So you guys, just ignore the background for now. I ordered a new, what is it called? Tapestry. It's coming soon. So it's gonna look prettier. I feel like I will never have enough patience to really deck out my studio in Toronto because my heart is in London, as you guys can guess. But I can concentrate a lot better here because of that reason. How ironic. So is life. Anywho, the third example, which is the, what do they call it in the book? Superimpose. Basically, it's the same idea. Instead, you just stack the notes on top of each other. I trust that you guys could figure it out yourself. If not, I can still do an example next time. Just let me know, because I really want to keep the video short. I don't want to overwhelm you guys. So yeah, I hope it helps. I know it's quite daunting to, oh my god, I look like shit. I know it's quite daunting to really put in the work to make music. It's always very dreamy and romantic when you just think about it and fantasize about one day you do it, stuff like that. But like, it's hard work and it's frustrating and it's confusing. So I'm with you.